Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Alright, we're back with some more hacks for Diablo 2 Resurrected. Gonna show you some socket hacks here so you can get the sockets you need on the items you need for those rune words. And the first one we're gonna cover is gonna be the Larzuk quest reward for Act 5. It's gonna be the first quest here, Siege on Haragoth. After you kill Shink the Overseer in the Bloody Foothills, you'll be able to get this reward from Larzuk, and most people will use it to socket a rare or unique item. It's probably the most efficient way to achieve that. But another use that it has, if you're not aware, is you can socket a white or ethereal item, and it will obtain the maximum number of sockets for that item type. So if you look up the item, the base item, you can find out the maximum number of sockets fairly easily. And you also need to account for the item's eye level. Once you get to about Nightmare difficulty, later on in Nightmare difficulty, this won't really be too big of a factor. It will just typically get the maximum number of sockets for that item type. Especially for elite items, they're only going to drop in high level areas. Early on, mainly you would want to check it for broadswords, paladin shields. Typically, if it's from normal cows or above, so normal cows or nightmare difficulty, it's going to be able to get 4 sockets. But always double check if you're not sure the item level and the base item type, because it will just give you the maximum number of sockets achievable. So I will show you an example here of how I socketed this shield. I either got it in normal cows or it dropped in nightmare. I can't remember which one, but I used my Larzuk quest reward to 4-socket this so that I could create the spirit rune word. Gonna 4-socket this. So here we've got the 4 sockets. On my druid that ripped, I also used that for a broadsword that I farmed from normal cows, and this broadsword I just found with a 4-socket naturally. But if you are having difficulty finding a 4-socketed item, you can, like I said, find that base that you want that has a maximum of 4 sockets. As long as it's from normal cows or above, you'll be able to 4-socket it. Paladin shields are the only ones that can get 4 sockets though until elite shields, the elite monarch shield and above. So this can be really useful for weapons and ethereal items. Let's say you're wanting to get an ethereal base item for your mercenary, and finding a socketed ethereal item can be a little bit tricky. I believe Larzuk can also socket superior ethereal items, whereas the next hack I'm going to show you with the cube, you are not able to use with superior. It will only work with normal quality items. So Larzuk could socket a superior ethereal item for you. And if you've heard the term eth bugging, or if you see that, you know, on a guide somewhere, they have removed that from Diablo 2 Resurrected, so disregard that. There used to be a bug that would allow you to use this cube recipe to significantly boost the stats on ethereal items when you would use the cube socket recipe, which is what I'm going to show you next. So if you take any base item, normal quality, ethereal or white, and take a Ral, and perfect amethyst, and then that item, and cube it, it's going to randomly give it 1 to the maximum number of sockets that that item can hold. So if you're out of Larzuk rewards, or you just don't really care how many sockets you get, or if you need to get less than the maximum number of sockets, that's going to be how you're going to do it. Let's say you need 5 sockets or 4 sockets on an item that could have a maximum of 6. If you use this cube recipe, you'll have a chance of getting 4 sockets. So can be useful on, like I said, those ethereal items, because it will help you get some more shots at finding or getting socketed ethereal items, either for your mercenary or if you are going to have something with the indestructible mod on it. That's how you're going to be able to increase your chances of getting it or just get it quicker. So hope this helps you guys out. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and remember to give them the D.